Okay guys, I haven't recorded in a while. I know I have a couple videos edited and uploaded that I didn't release yet, and it's been like a couple days. Today's like September 7th or something like that. It's been like a couple days without a video, and I'm supposed to be on a schedule, and I should probably be uploading and editing videos instead of working on stuff. But I'll show you what I got done in the office. Right now we're building these desks, and it's just going to be kind of a chill day and taking care of this. But I did get the acoustic panels. I don't know, can you tell how much less echoey it is in here? I think it's a little bit less echoey, but there still is some echo in here. But I have two more coming from here, so we'll have four right here. And then this one right here, you can see the tabs on that. I think the wall's like curved or something because only three ends touch, and it pushes itself out away from the wall, unless the panel's curved, but I doubt that. I was gonna just epoxy it to the wall, then I realized that's a bad idea. So I'm gonna use 3M tape, double-sided tape on that, and maybe that'll work out. If the room is still too echoey, I might change the configuration on all these, which like all these panels already, like 20 panels cost me $730, and that's with the discount. These are from Uplift Desk. The same company that's making all the desks that I'm buying and all that. Instead of doing alternating like this, I may do 1, 2, 3, and then on the wall behind us, 1, 2, 3. Because so you have to have these acoustic panels opposite of each other. So say like my echo bounces off of here, well then it returns to a wall, and on the opposite side in this space is a acoustic panel. So and we have an acoustic panel. So but there still is echo, obviously, because there'll be echo from my voice hitting here into the microphone if the microphone is facing that way, which I can't think of a scenario where it would be, because I'm not going to explain it, but the way, if there is still too much echo in this room, the next step is to do it like that. So have two panels like this, and then on the opposite wall have two panels here, because where's an example that we can think of? So, well, right now that would be, I don't know, I guess maybe 4 panels on this side, and then 2, 4, 6 panels here. So, well, that would be the same. Maybe this would be a better example right here. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then that would give an extra panel of dampening. So I don't know how it would work out. The other thing, you can see like right here, it doesn't match. Like right here, it's down, up, down, up. I kind of like it that way. That's just function over form type thing, because these panels have to be opposite these panels for it to work. But then if you go opposite from here, well, it's not going to line up here. So that's okay. I might put a bass trap up in there, but yeah. And then this wall here, we can't put a panel here because the door slides. And then right here, it's just going to look silly having it looks more congruent having blue door blue instead of having a panel and then a door and then an empty space. So that's why it's like that. But let's just get these desks together. I still don't know what orientation I'm putting it, if this is going to be on this side or this side. Pretty much this L-shaped desk is going right here, but there's a longer side. One is 72 inches and one's 78 inches from this way and this way. I don't know which orientation I'm going to do. I know like 72 is right here, but I also have a 12-inch extension for a computer desk thing. Why I talk so much. All right, I have the legs assembled. It's kind of gonna be a pain in the ass to assemble the desk by myself, because you have to attach the bottom or the tabletop to the legs and then flip it over, and it's just gonna be way too heavy. But I'll try it by myself. But I've been struggling trying to think about position for the tables. So obviously I have a non-standing desk, and it's going to go right there where the tape line is. I forget, 27.5 or 30 inches out from the wall and 80 inches long. And then the next one, I was deciding, because I have a 12-inch extension that holds your computer underneath it. I needed to decide what end, if I'm putting the long end this way or if I'm putting the long end this way, how I'm going to attach the two pieces. And I think I'm going to go, this one is 72 inches out from the wall and 90 inches long. And this one is 84 inches out from the wall. And I don't remember. One's longer than the other. And I think I'm going to end up going with the shorter one, just so there's more walking space in between here if I need to get the server rack or need to do anything on this desk. And I can probably put some tripods or something right there if it doesn't end up being on my desk. Now, like when I sit in here, because the desk, this side is going to be 30 inches out from the wall. And then from here, it seems like there's not a lot of working space for two computers on this, two dual monitor computers, because two 27-inch monitors right here on the desk, two 27-inch monitors right here. But I mean, my old computer setup was, the desks were even narrower than that, and I made out fine. So I think it's workable. This section here, this will give me enough walking in space to walk in. So I think we're good. I give up on this for now because, well, for one, this doesn't have the holes pre-drilled in it for this. They made a mistake and forgot to put the holes, and you see them here, but they're not for this or this middle one. But also, I have this like extension, cross extension piece that goes from here to here, or I guess on this one, this desk could go from there to there. And I didn't install these leg posts correctly, so it connects to this bracket here, but it doesn't have the connection right here. It's actually on the other side. So what I have to do, I have to move this one into this spot. I have to swap these leg pieces, which I don't think is a big deal. I think you just pop out the screws in here, whatever, then you can just pop it out and switch it. So it should be fine. But I kind of give up going backwards on stuff, I guess. I mean, I guess I can finish this and then ask my neighbor to come over, but I don't think my neighbor will come over today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this one set up and ready to flip over and then work on this one another day. I don't know. I might be able to lift the desk myself because, well, that one, because I lifted this one myself and it was fine. But I'm not sure if this is going to be heavier because these posts are heavier, because this is a up and down desk and this is just a fixed height desk. So there's a lot of other metal and stuff inside of these and motors and all that. But this desk is just going to be like an auxiliary desk, kind of just to fill up space or whatever. I'm not going to be using it because my two computers are going to be there. My camera is going to be there. This is probably just going to be two monitors just for working on my servers if I need to, and then probably hook up my cameras into these two monitors to keep track of everything instead of having them on a window on one of those computers. It's just like, did it just get dark in here, or is it just me? It's just like a spare desk or whatever, just to fill up space, fill up the room. And it's better to have more space because I have this big house. So it's better for me to have more space because my old apartment was just so cramped and everything. So I opened up this clip saying I was a pretty smart guy, but I wasn't recording. So now I have to take that back because I realized that I can just take out these studs here because I'm not using them to fit into these holes that aren't drilled here. They must have forgot to drill the holes for this. So I took one out and looked at it. I'm like, oh no, they're countersunk and I don't have anything to countersink one. I mean, I guess I can just go in with a bigger drill bit. But anyway, I started looking at this thing and I'm like, well, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not that big of a gap lip on it. So maybe the countersinking doesn't need to be done. And anyway, if it raises the table up a little bit, we can always raise up the edges there and keep this on the low. So I went ahead and I drilled the holes, pilot holes for this. Then I have to take it with a bigger drill bit to make them bigger. But now I have to take off this leg so I can get in there with the drill. I do also have to drill holes for these. What this does is it levels up the table when you put them in. You saw them on my shelves in the kitchen closet. But it levels up the table, but I can't drill them right now when the table is upside down because I'm afraid the blanket that it's on is going to screw off where the holes are going to be, screw it up. So that's something I have to do after the table's put together, is drill these extra holes. It's really looking like a bomb scene. It doesn't look like a bomb scene. What am I talking about? It's so dusty. So the drill bit that I had was too small, and then the next size up that I had was too big. So I used a smaller one and had to like force it in there a little bit. But they're actually pretty flush, and that's where you get all this chipping off the edge from, is because I was forcing it in there. They're pretty flush enough. So let's get the old vacuum out and get on with this jobby. And of course, I'm dumb. I forgot that this one doesn't have a hole drilled in it in the desktop either. So I already vacuumed. I put the drill away. Well, I just put it right there. I don't feel like getting all that out and drilling one hole, even though it would take like 2 minutes. I don't feel like doing it right now. I mean, it's 10 p.m. anyway. The only reason that I knew to check for that is because I'm like, oh, why do I have extra bolt? And yeah, that's why I have an extra bolt. But now I'm just realizing I only had 3 extra inserts. So I know that there are more inserts here. Like there's one right here, and over there's one, but I don't know if they're used for anything else. They might be used for accessories or mounting the computer thing or something like that. Maybe both of them are used for mounting the computer thing. So I do have an extra one because it gives you an option of which to choose from. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Also, I didn't tell you guys, I did get some good news today. The tile people called me back, or what happened with my kitchen backsplash. So they did all the floors, but then they're like, oh, I don't know when we're going to have time to do the kitchen backsplash. And then the owner and his family ended up getting COVID. So I gave them like a couple weeks. I think the person who was actually doing the work didn't get COVID, but like the people that were actually running the business got COVID. So they're like, oh, we'll get in touch with you next week. So I gave them like 2.5 weeks. I didn't hear anything. So then I messaged them. I'm like, oh, so when can we get the backsplash done? They're like, I'll get in touch. Long story short, Wednesday. So 1 week from today, I don't know when video wise things are going up, but 1 week from right now, they're going to come here to do the kitchen backsplash, which is going to be awesome because it's going to be the most beautiful thing ever. The backsplash is going to look amazing. All right, guys, I have this desk set up now. It's like, I don't know what time it is, 9:30 at night. I still have to button up the wires and hook up some more accessories to it. I got this CPU holder thing so my computer can sit on there. I think I'm going to get a second one for back there if it's compatible with that bracket, so that my other tower can sit under there instead of on my desk. I have these power distribution things that connect under here to these rails, but this rail is being taken up by the CPU holder right now. So you can also mount it to the desk itself, but I have to sneeze. False alarm. But I got just one power thing here and then a pass through down there. It'll probably be the same thing on this one. Let's see if we can give you like a shot of the office, how it looks now. Yeah, so that'd be my closet that stores everything, and got 2 desks. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna go work out because I didn't today and I miss it.